Welcome back to We're Having Fun. I'm Mark. Hello.
Hi, I'm Krista.
Hi, Krista.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. What's up?
What's up?
Got any news for us?
I've been watching some things.
Okay.
First is, I finished my rewatch of all the old X-Men cartoon shows. They don't hold up as well. I mean, they're fine.
Yeah.
But then I started watching the new X-Men 97.
How's it? Good.
It's really good.
I've heard that it is really good.
Yeah, I'm behind like 2 episodes or so, but like the first episode, I was like, do I like Cyclops now?
Oh no!
Like that's how well they're doing with it. And they've done some it's really cool. Like
Okay.
I'm really enjoying it. So
do you like Storm also?
Surprise. She's not bad.
Okay.
They do like the Storm storyline that I hate the most.
Oh, okay.
That made me really hate Storm. But they compressed it and it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
So, I mean, it was the best they could do with it.
Is Jubilee in it?
She is.
Okay.
Still pretty annoying. Not as bad as before. She's a little more grown up. So, yeah.
I just know those are like your 3 least favorite.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the gang's all there. But yeah, I definitely like them more than
usual. Good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. And then I also watched the Lady Ghostbusters movie.
Oh, okay.
Ghostbusters Answer the Call.
Mm-hmm.
And
it has an actual.
It does, yeah.
I didn't know it had.
I mean, they put that on later. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, it's not bad.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I thought you know what? I laughed more at it than the first Ghostbusters.
It's pretty funny.
I'm not gonna lie.
The thing is, like, I saw it on a cruise. I saw it on my very first cruise.
Yeah.
And I watched it with my mom. And we were both laughing.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. And the thing is, like, Leslie Jones. I never liked her, like, on SNL.
Yeah.
And then, of course, she's in Our Flag Means Death. And I love her in that. But I really liked her in it. She was funny.
Good. I thought, is it Jess McKenna? Jessica? What's her name? Is that her name?
It's McKinnon.
Something McKinnon. Yeah, McKinnon. It's
not Jess, though.
Is it not?
I don't think so.
I think I'm thinking of a comedian, maybe. Anyway, that McKinnon girl.
What is her name?
It was her name.
I have to look it up.
Yeah, look that up.
Okay. Kate. It's Kate McKinnon. I didn't even get a chance to look it up. It hit me.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Jess McKinnon from something else. Anyway.
Kate McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon. I thought she's she's a Ghostbuster, man. Like,
she's great.
She's great.
I like her in that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Kristen Wiig fan.
Yeah.
But she was fine in it.
I like Kristen Wiig. I like Melissa McCarthy. But I thought the other two were definitely stole the show on that. So.
And then, of course, you have Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. Being an idiot.
It's great.
I like that they did cool things with the weapons, made new weapons, and used them in interesting ways, and thought it was fun.
Yeah, it is a fun one.
It wasn't a perfect movie. I'm not saying that.
No.
It shouldn't have won an Oscar or anything like that.
No, but it's fun. But
it was
fun little watch.
Not deserving of the hate it got.
No.
That was ridiculous. So yeah, good stuff. So that's pretty much what I've been watching. I've also been watching old like Dean Martin roasts and stuff like that.
Okay.
Woo!
Going back to the Ghostbusters thing, though, every time that I hear about the female Ghostbusters, it just makes me think of that Vine with the little, I'm an adult virgin.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that. Vine.
We should do the Ghostbusters movies at some point.
Yeah, we should.
Because I have, there's the new ones. There's one that's like out in theaters like right now.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen the one before
supposed
it,
to be
though.
All right. Yeah.
It's got like Paul Rudd in it. Mm-hmm. What the heck? Why have I not watched this? It's got Paul Rudd.
There's a lot of Paul Rudd movies I haven't seen, to be honest.
True.
But, yeah. He works. That man works. But yeah, I think the only ones I've seen are the first one and that one. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't know I haven't, and the cartoon show, but.
I've seen the original
the real
2.
Ghostbusters. Yeah.
1 and 2, and then the all-female one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's and the Ghostbusters show, TV show.
Not the Extreme Ghostbusters, though. I never saw that one. It was weird. We don't have to go into that.
And I used to have, high C ecto cooler.
Oh, yeah.
With Slimer on the front.
Yep.
Obviously.
Big time.
But anyway.
Loved it.
I always liked Egon in the cartoon because the way his hair was.
Yeah, that big old.
It had that big old curl right there in the front that came out. It was always made me laugh.
Yeah.
It was just so ridiculous. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into our movie this week, unless you have something
you're not
else
going
to
to ask
talk
me
about.
like what I've been watching.
What have you been
watching? I watched all of Wellington Paranormal, which you watched some of it with me.
I did.
Really cute, really fun.
It's a funny show.
If you like What We Do in the Shadows, there you go. Also, speaking of What We Do in the Shadows, I've started watching the TV series, and I'm just starting the 4th season. Mm-hmm. I've been going through that one pretty quickly.
Was the 5th season the last season?
6th season will be the last.
6th, okay.
The 5th is the last one that they have that is out right now. I'm not sure when the 6th one's going to be. I think they're filming it right now, or they may be done with it at this point. But yeah, they haven't announced when it's going to be premiering. Probably either late this year or early next year. I'm assuming, and that will be the final season.
Nice.
But I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time with it. It's fun.
Yep.
It's getting real weird because we've got baby Colin now. And okay. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. All right, now we ready? Get into our movie?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. This week, so May, we're going to be doing musicals.
Yes, it's Musical May.
Loose musical. Because is Wizard of Oz really a musical? That's what we're watching, Wizard of Oz. It's a movie with songs in it, for sure.
But the characters sing those songs.
Yeah, but it's not like one where they're like singing everything like, I am walking now.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, there aren't that many, like, all through singing musicals anyway.
Yeah.
Like, even if you go see, like, Wicked on Broadway, that's not a sung through.
Yeah, sure.
But, like, it's not like Les Mis. Yeah. And I don't want to watch Les Mis. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I just don't know if I can do it. And then, like, oh, God, look, Phantom of the Opera is fine. It's fine. But there is that one part where it's like the people are singing about a letter. I got a letter. Well, and I'm just like, I don't care. Just say it.
Yeah,
stop singing so much. I don't want to hear this sung. I just want you to explain what is happening to me in actual words, not in lyrics.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I mean, we did Hamilton.
Yeah, but really Hamilton was great. I'm sure there are some that are fine.
Yeah.
Hamilton being one of them. Mm-hmm. I literally can't think of a single other one, though. Is Cats one?
Be good.
Because it's awful.
It's another bad one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, just because they don't sing every single line doesn't mean it's not a musical.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
It's a musical.
I just don't want to. I don't want to make you musical heads angry. Just covering all the bases here.
Okay. Well, I think most people would agree that this is a musical.
All right. So, this movie.
Yes.
I saw it first time in 1939.
Okay.
I don't know when it came out. I was guessing.
1939.
Was it? All right.
Yes.
I couldn't remember if that was right or not.
It's the same. It came out the same year as Gone with the Wind.
Yeah. Okay.
There was a lot of going back and forth with like directors for those two movies, I think.
So they competed for the best picture, probably.
Mm-hmm, probably.
Yeah. Gone with the Wind won?
Yes.
Okay.
I like this better though.
I know I've seen Gone with the Wind, but it's been so long ago that I don't remember it.
I've seen Gone with the Wind several times, and I still say that I would much rather watch The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. I'm sure I've seen this tons of times. It's been a long time since I've seen it, though. Because, there's some parts I kind of forgot, and some I just didn't want to remember. Okay. And, but I probably haven't seen it since I was a kid. I always liked it, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know the last time I saw this.
Yeah.
But I saw it so much as a kid that I am still very familiar with it.
Yes, you are. I will be a witness to that.
Yeah, it's kind of bad. It's one of those that I've seen it so many times that I'm like sitting here saying the dialogue with it. Yeah. Singing along, obviously. Yeah. Doing the voices if I can. It's a good time for me. I don't know about you.
It's an experience. Well, I guess what happened in this?
Okay, let's go ahead and get into it.
So I don't really have much backstory to tell you. Did you like it again this watching?
Yes.
Me too. It's good.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we start off, first off, it starts with like this little note to the audience kind of thing, and it's like, this is for the young at heart. And
who love the books and whatever.
It's like, okay, cool.
Thank you.
I was going to say never read the books, but I take it back. I have read one or two of the Oz books, but it wasn't like part of my childhood. I read it like years and years later.
Yeah, so. I heard they're a little darker than this.
Maybe. And then, there's the movie Return to Oz.
And that was apparently creepy.
That is a nightmare. That is nightmare fuel. Oh, gosh. I don't know if I want to watch it again. Yeah. It's scary. It's, like, genuinely scary. There are, like, these characters called Wheelers, I think. Yeah. They're weird.
Yeah.
But then you've got, like, the main character. I mean, not the main character, but
Dorothy.
the main bad guy.
Yeah.
She, like, changes her face. And it's really weird.
Interesting.
It's really... I don't know if I could... I don't know if I could watch it probably, but I don't know if I want to.
I don't want to acknowledge it.
Yeah. It's weird. But, yeah. What was I saying? I don't know. I never really watched... I never really read the books.
Yeah.
But, yeah. The Young at Heart, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. So we start off, we have Dorothy and Toto. Mm-hmm. They're running home.
They're chilling.
They're running back home because they've gotten in trouble.
Toto's been a bad boy.
Oh, such a bad boy. Oh my gosh, Toto.
Toto might be the best actor in this movie.
I love Toto so much.
She's a freaking hero.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming Toto is supposed to be a boy, but the dog that they used was a girl.
Yeah.
Her name was Terry.
Yeah.
Terry was also in a Shirley Temple movie that I used to watch a lot when I was a kid called Bright Eyes.
Yeah.
She played Rags, and Rags was absolutely adorable. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this dog. Which I saw Wizard of Oz like long before I saw any Shirley Temple movies. But I was like, wait a minute, what the heck is that Toto? It was.
Judy Garland tried to adopt him afterwards, and they were like, no, I love this dog. You can't have it.
Well, there was one point at the witch's castle. I guess it had to be at the witch's castle, because one of the Winkies, which is what her guards are called.
Sure.
It's from the books.
Never heard anybody call them that, but
it's from
I think that's your special name for them.
Shut up. Anyway, one of them stepped on his foot, or her foot, and injured the dog, and the dog had to recuperate, and
had to bring in a double.
And Judy Garland, it was recuperating at her home, so she kind of took care of the dog while it was recuperating and everything. Got really attached to it.
Yep.
But they were like, no, you can't have this dog.
Nope. Sorry, Judy.
Sorry. Anyway, they're running back to the farm. Mm-hmm. Of course, Dorothy comes up and is immediately trying to tell Aunt Em and Uncle Henry what has happened.
Yeah.
Miss Gulch, who's, I guess, their neighbor down the road.
The worst.
She says that Toto was in her garden and that he chased her cat and that she's gonna call the police on him, basically.
Yep. She left out an important part, which, it probably wasn't as bad as it sounded, but...
Yeah, probably.
Still.
But Aunt Em and Uncle Henry are like, we don't have time for your shenanigans right now, Dorothy. This incubator has stopped working. We've got to move all these baby chickens and all that stuff. So they're not really paying attention. She's like, okay, I guess I'll go do something else. I'll go talk to the farm hands.
Yep.
So we go meet...
my real friends.
Those three guys.
Yeah.
Their names are Hunk, Hickory, and Zeke.
Yeah.
And, they look so familiar.
Yeah, how weird. They keep saying things. It just... oh, man, it just feels like foreshadowing.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be like a romantic angle with Hunk.
Was there?
Yeah. Yeah. Which you kind of, like, she says to Scarecrow, like, I'll miss you most of all. She says it
she didn't say it that way.
She whispers it in his ear. I'll miss you most of all.
No,
Scarecrow.
She doesn't. But that does make me think of Hillary in Top Secret at the very end of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
She's saying goodbye to all the people in the French Resistance. And then there's the Scarecrow. Yeah. Where'd he come from?
Let's just do that movie again.
It's so fun. Oh, man. Skeet surfing. That's a musical.
It is. Whatever you say.
I mean, by my definition of musical, I guess it would be.
Sure.
Because he sings through it.
He does.
Anyway.
He does.
So,
but yeah, there was supposed to be something like later on about, I don't know, something about how she would keep riding him once he left. He was going to go to like farm school or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Agri school. And she was like, I'm going to write you every day or something.
It's weird. She's young.
Yeah. He's supposed to be like 19. She's supposed to be like 14 or 13 in this, at least. Okay. At most. Because she's like 16 in real life.
Yeah. I feel like...
Going on 17.
Okay, I feel like Ray Bolger was like in his 30s. I don't know if he was.
Probably.
But he looks like he was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He looks old. But this was the 30s.
This was the 30s. I guess you can get away with
weird, man.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have these three. Of course, Hunk is...
what a weird name.
I know. Why not Hank?
I don't... Because he's a hunk.
Because he's a hunk. Mm-hmm. He is not the hunkiest one of those three.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Wow. I'm a Hickory fan. Thank you very much.
Which one does Hickory turn into?
The Tin Man.
Okay.
I think the Tin Man is good looking. I had a crush on the Tin Man. I'm sorry. Did I ever have a crush on the Scarecrow? Absolutely not.
Wow. What about the Lion?
The Lion was my absolute favorite, but I didn't have a crush on him.
Oh,
He was
just a friend.
Yeah. He was like, I want this Lion to be my best friend. But I want to date the Tin Man. What is wrong with me? I was probably like 3. I don't know. I would have waited for Hickory to come back from agricultural school. Hickory. I'll write you every day. Oh, man. I'm so embarrassed. So weird. Anyway, so yeah, we meet those 3.
Yeah. Dorothy starts screwing around. What does she do on this farm? She doesn't work at all.
No, she doesn't.
And what happened to her parents? I guess they're dead?
I guess so, because she's being raised by Aunt Em and Uncle Henry.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened to him.
Yeah. She probably killed him.
Oh my god.
I mean, probably. She's crazy.
They threatened Toto's life, and she had to get rid of them.
They were like, we can't keep a dog here. And she's like, we'll see.
It's like, okay, I think we can't keep you here.
I've made my choice.
I'm going to go live on the farm with Aunt Em and Uncle Henry. Well, you can't do that because you have to live with your parents. Not if I don't have any parents. I don't know. Gosh, what's wrong with us?
Oh, what's wrong with her?
Oh, anyway, so she ends up like
falling in the pigsty.
Yeah, because Zeke is trying to feed the pigs, and she falls in the pigsty, and he has to help her out and everything. And then Aunt Em comes out, and she's like,
so scared of them pigs. Oh my goodness, I'm so scared.
I don't think he was scared of the pigs. I think he was scared that she was dead.
I don't know. I think he was scared of them pigs.
Oh, man. So anyway, Aunt Em comes out. She's like, here, eat some crullers. Dorothy,
here, eat this.
Eat this. Dorothy, stop being an idiot.
Yeah, stop climbing around on stuff.
Yeah, leave them alone. They're trying to do their work.
Yeah.
So she's like, fine, I'll just go over here and sing a song.
Yeah.
Which she does.
Yeah.
Because she tells her, go find a place where you can't get any trouble. Mm-hmm. And Dorothy's like, a place where I can't find any trouble.
Yeah. Like, where it doesn't rain?
Maybe somewhere over the rainbow. Oh, gosh. Anyway, Toto, of course, is being an absolute adorable thing during this whole song.
So cute. Like, shakes a little paw.
Yep.
And he holds his little paw out still. It's like,
I love
we're not done shaking.
I just love that one of my notes is just, Toto is so cute!
Toto is very cute.
Toto, very cute. Anyway, so yeah, she sings Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Yeah.
Classic.
Classic Dorothy.
Yeah.
Why don't Aunt Em and Henry have any, like, doppelgangers in Oz?
Because she doesn't like them as much as she likes the others, I guess.
Trying to bump them off, too. Like, I'll be running this farm one day.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
And even, like, at one point, even Auntie Em shows up, because she shows up in the crystal ball at the witch's castle.
It's true.
Where is Uncle Henry? It's like she doesn't care about him at all.
He don't care either.
Like, even
he
when
ain't looking for her.
Even, like, when she runs away, that we're about to talk about, who does Professor Marvel talk about to get her to go back home?
Yeah.
Aunt Em.
Yeah.
Uncle Henry doesn't.
Well,
nobody cares about Uncle Henry.
Guys didn't show emotion back then. They couldn't.
I like Uncle Henry, though.
Yeah, he's a good
funny.
dude. Yeah.
He's funny. He makes me laugh.
He was the first one to give up on Dorothy when they were going in the cellar, though. He's like, screw it. Let's go. Get in there.
Oh, man.
Who could they have been in Oz? I think they should make M. Glinda.
Okay.
Because, I mean, get that actress out of here anyway. I'm not a fan.
Wow. Whoa. Shots fired at Margaret Hamilton.
Sorry.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
She went through a lot for this movie.
I'm sure she's a really good person. Wait, not the Wicked Witch.
Oh, Glinda. Oh,
Why would I make M the Wicked Witch?
I don't know why I was thinking the Wicked Witch. Billy
Zane.
Billy Burke?
Billy Zane.
Is that her name?
I don't know.
I think that's her name.
Yeah, obviously very replaceable. And make Henry a munchkin.
Oh my god.
The Lollipop Guild. Just put his face, superimpose his face on one of the Lollipop
Oh my
Guild.
gosh.
No. Who would he be? Who would he be? The horse? No. Who?
He could have been any of the people that...
The guard.
Yeah, he could have been...
No, because he's mean.
Well, he could have been any of the
nice
people
guy.
that the wizard was. He could have been the guy with the horse of a different color.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Because he wasn't mean.
But I still have a theory about that.
Okay.
Don't roll your eyes.
I know your theory.
Don't roll your eyes.
I'm trying to think of who else. He could have been, like, the main Winky.
Nominate.
He could have been a flying monkey. But we can't have, like...
You keep making him like the bad guy.
No, I was going to say, but we can't have him as the bad guy.
Yeah. I don't know who else he would be. Maybe that was the problem.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Because there's not really anybody else.
Oh, he could have been the tree. Although
That's a bad
but the
guy
tree
also.
could have been like, I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's tough.
Maybe Aunt Em was the witch that got killed in the house.
Or Henry was the witch. Just shows his legs.
Oh my goodness.
All right, anyway. Let's get on with that.
Yep.
She sings her song.
She sings Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Yeah,
Yep.
Classic.
So then Miss Gulch shows up.
Yeah.
Miss Elmira Gulch.
Ugh.
She's the worst.
Elmira.
It's not the name of the... It's not the
My heart on fire. My arms on fire. Elmira.
Oh. That is so wrong. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I didn't mean the like real person. I meant Scarecrow. Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Giddy up.
So Miss Gulch shows up.
Yep.
And she is there because she has a warrant for Toto's arrest.
Toto bit her on the leg.
Yes.
She's almost dead.
Yeah, she's got rabies.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They gotta go cut its head off and get it tested.
Yeah. But yeah, she's there to take Toto to the sheriff
destroyed.
to have him destroyed.
Yeah.
And Dorothy's like, no, you can't take my dog.
You could send me to bed without supper.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good trade-off.
Yeah, exactly, for my dog biting you.
That'll heal your rabies.
Okay, by the way, there's no talk of rabies. We don't know if Toto has rabies.
I mean, that's why they gotta go get rid of it.
And also because you can't just have a dog biting people.
Yeah. Henry and Em are like, no. But then when she shows them the
paper.
sheriff's paper,
Yeah.
she's like, well, we can't go against the law, Dorothy. Sorry.
Exactly.
Put him in this picnic basket.
Yep. And she heads off with Toto.
Toto and Toe.
Mm-hmm.
Toe.
Auntie Em, of course, is not happy. She does not like Miss Gulch.
Dorothy.
No, she doesn't like Miss Gulch.
Yeah.
No, she, at one point, implies that she wants to say some very, very mean things. But being a Christian woman, I can't say it.
That was great.
I love it. So, yep, she takes Toto away.
Mm-hmm.
Puts the bike... What? Puts the basket on her bike. There we go. And starts...
Speeding away.
Yeah, she's out of there. She's Tour de France in her way away from there. And Toto is like, well,
She's
you
doing
didn't
the
lock...
Superman trick.
She's doing all these, like, tricks and stuff. Legs
She's
out to the
grinding
side.
on the fence.
It's like a BMX. It's like this X Games. This is some real X Games stuff here.
Like deuces.
But the basket is not locked or anything.
Yeah.
So Toto just jumps out.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know
no.
what you expected.
It's like, I'm not going to die today.
Not an idiot.
So he jumps out. He runs back.
Mm-hmm.
And Dorothy's there. And is like, oh my God, Toto.
Yeah.
She's like, you came back. But she's going to come back for you.
Yeah, we gotta go away.
We got to go away. We've got to run away.
Yeah.
So that's what she does. She packs up some stuff in her little basket.
Run away. Run. No, this is the soundtrack.
Okay.
From the bay.
I can't. I can't talk when you're doing this. Run away. Anyway, so yeah, they run off. Just remember, you're going to have to edit this.
This may go up Friday.
It's going to be so late. It wouldn't be the first. Okay, I don't think it was a Friday. I think it was a Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost Friday.
So they run away as they're running away. They see this like caravan kind of thing, and on the side of it says Professor Marvel and a bunch of stuff about he's like a balloon exhibitionist.
Yeah,
it's like, what does that mean?
Yeah, okay.
And that he's seen all the crowned heads of Europe and all this stuff, and he's like traveled the world, and he's just a cool guy, I guess.
Yeah.
He's out there.
See y'all. He'll tell your future.
Yeah, he's out there just roasting some weenies.
Living the high life.
Exactly. So she comes up to him.
A good roasted weenie over a campfire, though, is really good.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Like, I love camp. I like the cooking camping part. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. Yeah,
just cooking something over a campfire.
Setup and all that, it's not as good, but...
The bugs, the sleeping on the hard ground. Yeah. No, not a fan of that.
Yeah.
But let me cook on a campfire.
Yeah. You get like a nice little cabin or something, and then you have a little fire outside. Anyway, what are we talking about? What movie were we doing?
So he's out there, she comes up. And it's like, hey, you seem like a pretty cool guy. Yeah. How about I like travel with you?
Yeah.
I got my dog. Yeah. I got my picnic basket.
I'm a adolescent girl. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't get in a caravan with an unknown man. Exactly. And he's like,
maybe we should like think about this a little bit. This is weird. Yeah. So he's like, I think we should consult my crystal ball. We'll see what it has to say.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Toto's yoinking wieners out.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's what he's doing. He's stealing them right off the stick.
Yep, he does. And Professor Marvel's
Toto's kind of a bad boy. I think
yeah.
we all agree on this.
True. A bad boy with a heart of gold, though, you know?
Yeah, that's what you really want.
Exactly. That's what every girl wants. Oh, man. But Professor Marvel doesn't really seem to care. He's just like, well...
It's cool.
I guess I'll stick another wiener on here. Throw another wiener on the Bobby. So yeah, he's like, let's go consult the crystal ball, see what it has to say. Yeah. And
close your eyes.
Yeah. Close your eyes. I'm going to take your picnic basket from you and rifle through it real quick while I'm talking to you.
Yeah. I'm going to steal this picture of you and your aunt.
Yeah.
And keep it.
See, I don't think he was going to keep it, but
you're not.
You think that he was. I think he was just using it because he put it like beside his leg so that he can glance down at it to make sure that he's like, so that he can make sure that he is seeing everything, you know, so that he can describe the farm and him and everything.
Okay.
But he doesn't give it back.
He does not.
She does take the basket before he can give it back, before he can sneak it back in there. But yeah, that is kind of weird.
It is.
But he starts pretending like he's seeing things in the crystal ball. He sees the farm. He sees the weather vane of a running horse. And she's like, that's our farm.
Yeah. It's a lady in a polka dot dress.
Yep.
That's Aunt Em.
He's like, yes, her name is Emily. And she's like, that's right.
Yeah. How did you know?
Oh my gosh. And she takes care of you when you're sick. And she's like, she took care of, I had the measles once. And she was by my side the whole time. Yeah. He's like, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So he's like, maybe, no, he says, she asks what she's doing. What's she doing now or whatever? And he's like, oh, she's putting her hand on her heart and she's
dying.
Dying, basically.
Yeah.
And so she's like, oh my gosh, she must be sick. I have to get home
right away.
Exactly. So she leaves. And as she's leaving, the wind starts picking up and everything. He looks off into the distance and he's like, his horse Sylvester, I think is the horse's name.
Sure.
Is just like freaking out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's about to get real stormy here.
Mm-hmm. Hope she makes it home.
Poor little kid. I hope she gets home all right. Well, let's go ahead and find some shelter.
Yep.
And that's what he does. She runs home with Toto, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And as she is...
There's a twister coming.
Yes, as she is running, you see that there's a twister! A twister! Yeah, there's a tornado.
Yeah. The rest of the family's getting into that cellar.
Yes.
Yep.
And of course, Aunt Em is trying to get Dorothy's attention. Basically, she's like, where's Dorothy? And she's like, Dorothy! And Dorothy's not there.
Yeah.
Uncle Henry's like, no.
We gotta go. I'm sure she's fine.
Exactly. She's fine. She's probably like in the barn or something. I don't know. I don't really
barn's
care.
Safe.
So they all go into the storm shelter or the cellar or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And Dorothy does make it home.
Yep.
She goes in. She's looking for everybody. Nobody's
goes
around.
in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then she goes out the back door, and that's where the shelter is.
Mm-hmm.
And she bangs on it, and she's yelling for them and everything.
And they're like, don't act like we're not here. Act like we're not here.
I'm assuming that the winds and everything were too loud to pick it up. But
she's
I mean,
like knocking on it.
But I mean, if the microphones could pick it up. If we can hear it, they can probably hear it. But yeah, they don't open the thing for her.
Nope.
So she goes back inside.
Yep.
And she's like, oh my gosh, we've got to find a safe place to get or whatever. And before she can, a tree hits the window or whatever.
Yeah. Or the window just blows out and hits her in the back of the head.
It hits her. She falls onto the bed. Mm-hmm. She starts dreaming.
Yep.
She wakes up. She's in the middle of a tornado.
Oh my goodness. The house is in the tornado.
Yep.
Ripped from its foundation.
Yes.
Stayed solid though. I respect it.
It was all intact.
Yeah.
And there's
a lady in a rocking chair.
Yes. There are two guys in a boat.
They're all real happy. They love it in that cycle.
There's a cow. There's a cow. Chicken coop and a turkey.
Yep.
And then, of course, there's Miss Gulch.
Mm-hmm. On her
bicycle. But then suddenly she turns into a witch on a broomstick.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
So, there we go.
There we go.
All of that happens. And then they hit the ground.
Boom.
And she's like, oh, ah! And she grabs Toto and they head outside.
Yep.
When she opens the door, everything is in color.
Oh my gosh.
It's so pretty.
Yes.
She's like, we must be over the rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
She also does
That's my first thought.
Mm-hmm. She also does I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Yep. Classic.
Yep. And of course, there are all these you see these little heads peeking up out of the flowers and stuff. And
snipers.
Yes. Sniper munchkins. Exactly. And she's walking around, nothing's there, but then at the distance, bubble just comes out of nowhere.
Big pink bubble.
Yep, and it floats up. Do 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 do, and it gets closer and closer and closer. And then there's Glinda.
Yeah.
The good witch.
Not a fan.
I don't know why you hate Glinda so much.
I don't know. I don't trust her. I don't think she's that good of a witch. She seems too sweet.
Have you seen Wicked?
No.
Do you know about Wicked?
I know 2 songs from Wicked.
Okay.
I don't know about the story.
Okay.
I just know.
Well, guess what? We're going to be going to see Wicked when it comes out in theaters.
All right.
Which, it doesn't really matter because that is... Okay. It doesn't really matter because that is like someone else's interpretation of the witches of Oz.
The Witches 3 from
Yes. There are 3 of them, so.
You think that's all the witches there are? There's not another good witch? Is Dorothy a witch? Because she took the shoes.
I don't think so.
But they went to her. Why would they go to her?
I don't know.
She's a witch.
Okay. Sure.
That house stayed together by itself?
That's
She's a
witchery
witch.
right there. Oh, man. So, yeah, Glinda shows up.
Yeah.
And she's like, what I want to know is, are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Ugh.
Yeah. And so she's like, I'm not a witch at all. And she's like, well, is that the witch?
I'm from Kansas.
And Toto's like,
So yes, Toto is the witch.
And she's like, no, that's not a witch. That's my dog. She's like, well, the Munchkins told me that a witch dropped a house on the Wicked Witch of the East.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to know is, are you a good witch or a bad witch? She's like, I already told you I'm not a witch at all.
Witch.
It's like, witches are old and ugly. And she's like,
right to her face.
Yeah. And she's like, And she hears like all these giggles and everything. And she's like, oh, those are the Munchkins. They're laughing because I'm a witch. And you just called me old and ugly.
And obviously I'm not old and ugly.
So, yeah.
I think she's ugly inside.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, she says that
I don't like her.
She says only bad witches are ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, she could have told Dorothy about the shoes and how they worked at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't have had to go through that whole journey.
Like I mentioned, she could have eagled them all the way there to Oz. Could have just taken her right over there in her little bubble.
Let me just bubble you over there.
Yep.
Just see that. But no, you gotta follow that road.
Because she's not a good witch.
Anyway, so the Munchkins are there. And Galinda starts doing her little come out.
I hate that song. I hate her singing. It reminds me of Snow White, who shows up later on.
Yes.
But not in person. But
exactly.
Still.
But the voice does.
Yeah. Just to torment me.
Oh, man. So now that I know this torments you, that this is torture for you.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna want to sing it.
How does that change anything? You sing Snow White stuff all the time.
I do not.
If it comes up.
I do not, because you go, please don't sing it. And I go, okay, I won't. And then I don't. But you know how hard it is not to do that? When I know that you hate it so much.
I know. This is so hard for you.
Because I want to do it. It's funny just to see your face. Anyway, she sings a little song. All the Munchkins come out and greet Dorothy.
Yeah.
And then they start singing, Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead. And we get to see more of the Munchkins. We get to see the mayor of Munchkin City.
Yep.
The coroner. A bunch of other people that we don't actually know what they do.
Yeah.
Do we care? Not really.
Not really, no.
And then, of course, we also get to meet the Lullaby League. And the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild.
But whenever that Lullaby League came on, you lost your mind.
Because I knew
Here they come. Here they come. Here they are. Get ready.
Well, because I know that as soon as the Lullaby League leaves, that's when the Lollipop Guild comes. How can you not love the Lollipop Guild?
Yeah, they're interesting. What a weird choice. Why do they have faces like that?
I don't know, because they have like this little, they talk out of the side of their face.
Yeah.
Out of their mouth.
They're like Popeye.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's like miniature Popeyes.
Yeah, I don't know.
They could have been the Spinach Guild.
Why are there so many guilds in this little town?
I don't know.
Like, everybody's in their own little clique. It's so weird. Everybody's dressed up like different little things.
You hate the little baby bird ones.
I did. They're so weird. Why are they're in a nest? They just sleep there?
Because I literally had to go take my dog out to let him pee really quickly. And I came back in and you're like, I hate the baby bird munchkins.
They're like hatching every day. They sleep in eggs.
It's weird.
They're so weird.
It's weird.
Why were they like, okay, girls, let's get a group together. We're going to sleep in a nest. We're going to act like baby birds.
We're going to pop out of eggs every morning.
What's going on?
I don't know.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Anyway.
They have like a whole like band kind of thing.
They do. They got a little army.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a lot of questions about Munchkinville that we don't have time for.
Okay.
I think there's a lot to go into here.
Sure.
Maybe the Wicked Witch of the East had a point. That's all I'm saying. Maybe they needed to be knocked down a few pegs because they're getting out of hand with their little groups.
Okay, well, in Wicked, which I'm going to reference Wicked a lot, well, maybe I'll try not to, but in Wicked, Elphaba, who ends up turning into the Wicked Witch of the West, she and her sister, the Wicked Witch of the East, are from Munchkinland, but they're not Munchkins.
Right.
But they like rule over Munchkinland, basically.
Yeah.
And so then Elphaba goes off, but her sister stays there.
Right.
And so she's kind of like the ruler of them. Mm-hmm. So now they're just like, we can do whatever the heck we want.
Yeah.
She's dead.
Yeah. That mayor ain't gonna do anything.
This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do they even have a mayor? What does he do?
That coroner did not examine that body. What, did he lift the house up? He's just checking her feet?
He checked her pulse and her ankle. I don't even know if you can do that.
Yeah, just got a house sitting on it. I'm sure the heartbeat would go right down to the foot after being crushed by this house. No problem. That coroner's got it under control.
But he says that he thoroughly examined her, so...
He did not. He's a liar. This is a setup.
He's a good man. Very thorough. Yeah, I don't think he did his job very well, but it's okay. She is dead.
That's fine.
She is dead. We do know this.
Dead. We can all agree that's a good thing.
Oh, man. So they finish their song. At the very end of their song, the Wicked Witch of the West pops up.
Yeah.
Puff of smoke, basically. Dogs? She's like, who killed my sister? Who killed the Wicked Witch of the East? Sorry. Who killed me? Of the East. And was it you? And Dorothy's like, well, I didn't mean to do it. So Glinda's like, yeah, she did it. She got a house on her. What are you gonna do about it?
I don't like Glinda.
So the Wicked Witch is like, I'm gonna take those slippers off my sister's feet. Off her cold, dead feet.
My family heirloom.
Yes.
The one thing I can remember my sister with.
Yes.
Oh, no. I guess they're going to this girl who killed her.
This random girl who dropped a house on my sister.
Yeah, we're just gonna give the murderer her $1 billion shoes.
These ruby slippers. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Everything's fine.
It is kind of annoying. And the whole time, she's just trying to get these slippers back.
Yeah. I mean, she just wants her sister's slippers.
I mean, apparently they're
and to murder that dog.
Yeah, she wants to kill that dog real bad. But, I mean, they are the last thing that she has of her sister.
They are, yeah. And it's not like...
I get it.
It's not... her sister had those shoes, like, before. She could have just been like, hey, sis, can I get, like, a pair of shoes for myself? Or can I borrow your shoes and be super powerful or whatever? Just for a second. So, I mean, they were available before at somebody she knew. So she's not just coming because, oh, finally, I can get these shoes.
I want to say so much, but it's Wicked stuff, and it doesn't count. Yeah. It's not canon.
We'll revisit this later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we watch Wicked.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, these are her sister's shoes.
Yeah.
She should be able to get them.
Give her shoes.
Would they look good with her outfit?
Maybe.
I mean,
green and red?
All black and then that little pop of red.
Oh, bring out those green eyes.
Yep. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Plus, like, fire is, like, the one thing she's, like, really good at doing.
She is really good at it.
Fire. Red. Come on.
Maybe she'd be nicer.
Maybe
this whole movie wouldn't really even happen if they just let her have her shoes.
Just let her have the shoes. Because she wouldn't care.
What's she going to do?
She'd be like, thanks for giving me my shoes back.
Because what power do they really have?
You don't see her menacing.
We don't.
You don't see her menacing anybody else other than Dorothy trying to get those shoes back.
No. She just appears in smoke sometimes.
Yeah.
Hides behind trees.
Yeah, but I mean, the reason she was hiding behind the trees is because she wanted those shoes.
Yeah. Makes
the reason
people fall asleep with them.
In smoke.
Yeah.
It's because she wanted those shoes.
Yeah.
She was just there for the shoes. She was just there for the heirloom.
Yeah.
For that one thing.
That's all
Why
she wanted.
couldn't they have given her that?
Just give it to her.
Glinda is definitely the bad guy.
Oh, she's the bad guy.
Because she's like, oh, they must be very powerful. She doesn't know.
No.
She just says they must be very powerful for her to want them so much. It's like, or they could be her sister's shoes that she just wants.
Yeah. Well, she knows what power they have because she tells her she could have just used the shoes the whole time.
Then why? Glinda!
Glinda's the worst. She wanted the Wicked Witches dead.
Wow.
She wants to take over as the main witch.
Wow, these shoes let you go home.
Yeah.
Sure, it's powerful match, but...
What's she gonna do with it?
Yeah, exactly. It's gotta have other things.
Go somewhere she can just teleport back to her little castle quickly.
She can flee the scene of the crime.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
I killed these 10 people, and then.
But I've been here.
But no,
castle.
I was here. How could I have gotten here so quickly?
Yeah. Anyway.
Why are we? What is wrong with us? Anyway, so
Which takes off.
She wants these slippers. She can't have them now because they are on Dorothy's feet. Because when she goes over to get the slippers, they disappear. Yeah. And her sister's feet curl up. And glide underneath the house. It's like, what is happening there?
Yeah, that's creepy. It's a little Beetlejuice kind of thing.
I know. I was thinking Beetlejuice. Because like at the one point where...
We can't say it any more times, by the way. That's 2.
Dang. Because when Barbara is... her corpse version, basically, at the end in her wedding dress, and her shoes fall off and her feet kind of curl up. That's what it makes me think of.
Yeah. Yep.
Weird. Anyway.
Beetlejuice.
No! Why? You must not say the name! You must not read from the book. Oh, gosh. Anyway, so, they're like, Dorothy's got the slippers now. You can't have them.
Sorry.
She's like, oh, I'll get them.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to kill
your
your
little
dog.
too.
And I'm going to get those slippers back.
Bye.
Just you wait.
Mm-hmm.
And then she...
Can't do anything here in Munchkinville for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can't take on this huge army.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess she can't do anything there. So she just leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And of course...
Behind the scenes,
this was a bad idea.
It messed up.
This was very bad, because she was supposed to have like a platform that went down.
It looks terrifying.
Yes.
Like, even if it had worked, that looks so scary.
Right?
Like, they should not have done this.
So yeah, there's a platform that's supposed to like drop her, and she can get out of the way before the flames come up.
Yeah, because the smoke comes up first, and then she goes down into the trapdoor.
Yes.
And then flames just shoot up.
But the platform didn't go down fast enough or whatever.
Yeah.
She couldn't get out in time, and she got flamed.
Yeah.
Got burned a lot. Like,
yeah, she got like
really
second and third degree burns because her makeup like melted to her.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Yep. So...
She's apparently a really nice lady.
Yeah.
Like, she was great.
Yeah.
Like, Judy Garland had problems, like, being scared of her just because she was so nice in real life.
Yeah, I always heard that she was real sweet.
Yeah.
Anyway, but they were like, you look like a witch, so we're gonna make you into a witch.
Yeah.
So it's like, but she's so nice. And then, of course, you got Glinda over here, just being the worst.
Yeah.
But they're like, but she's conventionally attractive.
I don't know that she is, but anyway, sorry, that's too personal of an attack.
So, Glinda tells her that she should go talk to the wizard. At the Emerald City.
Yep.
She's like, how do I get there? Follow the yellow brick road.
Of course.
Start at this little curly part and go all the way around. It's like, you didn't need to do that. You did not need to do that.
I want to know where this road all goes. Because there's a crossroads at one point.
Yeah, it's like the main road through all of Oz.
But where would she go if she went the other paths? You know?
Yeah, probably either to... Because they're in the east, so I guess the north or south.
I feel like you're condescending on it. No.
Because
Is the Emerald City in the west?
I'm not really sure. I mean,
she writes it, right? She got to be pretty close.
I would assume it's pretty close to the west because that's where her castle is. And it doesn't take them that long to get there from the Emerald City.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe so.
And she's able to like fly there really quickly and do her little surrender Dorothy thing.
Is Glinda the good witch of any direction?
North.
North? Mm-hmm. Who's the south?
There's not one, I don't think.
Really? Why?
I don't know. I think the south is like a wasteland kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Tells you a lot about...
I think that was somebody that Glinda did not like.
Maybe.
And now it is decimated.
Maybe.
They found out who she really is.
They were like, okay.
Why is she messing all up in the east and west?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd see a lot of this stuff. I'm like, is this actually from the Oz books or is it just from Wicked?
Who knows?
The Wicked books. Because...
The wickedly talented Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem. Why? Tina Menzel's just like,
thank you.
Let it go.
So anyway, we haven't even met the Scarecrow yet.
No.
She walks, they sing, follow the yellow brick road.
She heads out, she waves to everybody in Munchkinland, and then she's gone.
She's gone.
And she gets to a crossroads. Mm-hmm. And she's
There's the devil.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, she's meeting the devil.
Sold her soul.
Mm-hmm. She wants to play guitar.
Yeah.
She wants to be the best. It's a real Robert Johnson situation here. And at the crossroads, she's like, well, which way am I supposed to go? There's like, I'm not going to go back that way.
Because Glinda just conveniently forgot to tell her.
Yeah, that, there are going to be a couple of little places where...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But somebody tells her,
you can go that way.
You can go that way, or you can go that way, or,
both ways.
It's like, okay, you can't really go both ways.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could, but that's a lot of backtracking. Mm-hmm. She's like, who's talking? Yeah. Who's saying this?
Who's there? I mean, he's right in front of her.
But he's also a scarecrow. Do you expect a scarecrow to talk?
If it was moving, I would notice that.
Well, yeah, and she does realize it's moving.
After like 3 questions.
Well, when he does the second one, because when he says, or you can go that way, she's like, wait a minute, wasn't he pointing the other way?
Yeah.
But yeah, she finally realizes that it is the scarecrow that is talking. Mm-hmm. And she's like, wow.
Wow, scarecrow.
Didn't know you could talk. That's cool. And
he's like, I suck as a scarecrow, by the way.
He's like,
I'm dumb.
If you'd let me down, I would help you out.
Yeah.
He's like, if you give me a cheeseburger today, I'll be glad to pay you next Tuesday. So she's like, all right, I can help you down. So he's like, I don't have a brain.
Yeah.
I can't think.
I'm stuffed of straw.
I'm real stupid.
Yeah.
But I know all of this stuff.
But I ain't scared of the witch.
And hey, maybe if you just like jiggle that nail behind me, I'll fall off. It's like, well, obviously you're smart enough to know that.
He does a lot of stuff where he's obviously
It's
smart.
obviously smart.
Yeah.
He
He has
even
no
need
confidence.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what he needs.
That's what he needs.
That's what they all needed.
Yeah, he wants a brain, but that's not what he needs.
Yeah, he needs
He already
a hug.
has it. He needs a hug. He needs someone to tell him.
Yeah.
I'll miss you most of all, Scarecrow.
I'm gonna write you every day.
Oh, man. So she messes with the nail in the back. He falls off of his little post. And then he has a little song and dance number kind of thing.
Finally had a brain.
Yep.
Good song.
So he sings his little song.
Scarecrow was always my favorite, by the way. I know. Your least favorite.
Just
I don't know why you wouldn't
kind of like
him.
with Homeward Bound, where I liked the other two.
Yeah.
And you liked...
I like Chance.
You liked Chance best.
Yeah.
And I'm like, didn't like it. Didn't care for him. Didn't care for that dog. Didn't care for that Scarecrow. I mean, Scarecrow's fine.
Oh, he's fine.
He's just not my favorite.
Yeah.
I just like all the others better.
I never really liked the lion, by the way.
Oh.
Sorry.
My heart is broken.
Guess I should go ahead and tell you that.
Well, now I know I have a heart because it's breaking. So yeah, they sing their little song. And she's like, you should totally come with me to see the wizard. Maybe he can give you a brain.
Yeah.
He's like, sounds great to me.
Cool.
Well, at first he's like, but I need to stay here to not do my job at scaring away the crows because they're not scared of me.
Picking off stuff from him, so
exactly
they don't care about him.
No, and so she's like, well, I mean, it's not going to hurt for you to go see if you can get a brain.
You won't be any worse off.
Yeah. He's like, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go.
I'll
leave this.
Off to see the wizard. So yeah, they head off to see the wizard.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, she's hungry.
She's hungry.
Famine.
She's hungry.
Don't know what she brought in her little picnic basket.
But apparently it was
not food. It was just pictures of Annie.
It was a picture of Annie M and nothing else. So there are these apple trees.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, apples. And so she like pulls an apple off the tree and this apple tree just smacks her in the... I was almost said in the face, but no. In the hand. It's like, what are you doing? And she's like, well, I was hungry. I was just going to eat an apple. And it's like, how dare you come to me and pick my apples?
Yeah. How would you like it if I pick stuff off you?
Exactly. And she's like, I mean, if I've got lice, go ahead.
Scarecrow's like, I got a plan.
Exactly. Like,
let's make him real mad.
We're gonna neg these guys.
Yeah. It's gonna work.
Yeah, he starts like insulting them.
Yeah. They start hucking apples at him.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, you don't want these apples. They probably have little worms in them. And they're like, how dare you say something so terrible about our apples? Mm-hmm. And he starts like making faces at them and everything. Mm-hmm. They start throwing apples and he's like, there you go.
Yep.
There's your dinner.
Yep.
I provide for my girl. And so she's picking up apples. Mm-hmm. And one of the apples is right next to a Tin Man.
Oh my goodness.
Who's just sitting there rusted.
Yeah.
And so she...
Tin Man. Rusted.
Oh, gosh. So, Scarecrow comes over there to check it out, too.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, there's this Tin Man over here. He's like, interesting.
It's got a hatchet.
Yep. And they're like,
oil
what are we supposed to do? Yeah, and then you hear, oil can. And so it's like, oh, this oil can over here. Let's oil him up. Let's oil his mouth. And he's like, oh, wow. I've been sitting here for, I don't know how long. Years, I guess.
Yeah.
I've been rusted. Thanks for coming by and helping me out.
Holding this hatchet up. Oh, I'd be so tired.
So glad to finally put this hatchet down.
If he actually had muscles, that would be crazy. Because he's just 10, right?
He's just 10, yeah. Yep, he's just 10. And then they're like, well, you're perfect.
I'm just 10.
I'm just 10.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but I'm like, I was trying to think of the next line, and it's anywhere else I'd be a 10. And I'm like,
anywhere
but you can't
else
rhyme.
I'd be a kid.
Yeah, you can't rhyme 10 and 10.
No.
Oh, gosh. So, yeah, he's like, no, I'm not perfect. I don't have a heart.
Mm-hmm.
When they made me, they forgot to put a heart in me. And so, yep, he sings If I Only Had a Heart.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's a little dance you love.
I love that dance. He started doing it. I was like, oh my God, here we go. Let me do the dance with him.
Pretty sure I've seen you do it out of context.
It's just one little part of it, too.
Yeah.
It's just like some knee
slapping the
slapping.
legs, slapping the tummy,
and then a little...
then tooting your horn.
Exactly. I like to toot my own horn sometimes,
You do.
you know? I have literally never done that. I don't know why you think that I've done that.
What, tooted your own horn?
No, done the dance.
You have.
When?
I guarantee.
Not.
You do silly dances all the time, and I guarantee at one point you have done a little leg slap, done a little belly slap. I know you have. You may not have tooted your horn, but I know that you slapped some leg.
I like to slap a little leg every once in a while. Oh, gosh.
Don't act like you don't silly dance all the time.
I do silly dance a lot. Oh, gosh. I was probably silly dancing right before we started recording, honestly. So, he sings a little song. He does his little dance.
Yeah.
And in the middle of this song, he is talking to, Juliet, basically, because there's someone that says, this random voice that says, "Wherefore art thou, Romeo?"
Uh-huh.
And it is the voice of Snow White.
Yep.
Uncredited.
Random.
Because she could not do any other voice work after she did Snow White.
Right.
Because Walt Disney was like, no, you're Snow White, you will always be Snow White, and you can never have another job like that. So it's like, cool.
Studio system was weird, man.
Yeah.
Like the things they did to Judy Garland, to keep her thin and stuff.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What a nightmare. Anyway, back to this lovely, fun movie.
Yeah. So, there we go.
He wants a heart.
He does. And so they're like, come with us to see the wizard. Mm-hmm. And before they can leave, though, the witch shows up.
Yeah. On top of his house?
Don't know.
Some house.
Yeah, there's a
house with a lot of trees chopped down around it.
So I would assume it was his.
Yeah.
But why does he... I mean, I guess he would need a house.
He would need to get out of the rain.
Yeah, exactly. And he just was too busy and didn't get out of the rain.
Yeah.
He was like, I can get this one last tree.
Yeah.
It's kind of like in Stardew Valley when you're like, I can cut down this one last tree.
I know it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
1:30 and I've got like just a tiny amount of time to get back to my house.
I don't need wood.
And, exactly. And I haven't eaten anything in hours. My energy is at like 6.
But I gotta do it.
But I've got to cut this last tree. Yeah. So maybe that's what it was.
Probably.
But yeah, the witch shows up. She's on top of the house. Up on the house top. There's the witch.
Yep.
And she's like, hey, if you help this little girl, I'm going to kill you. Mm-hmm. I'm going to set you on fire. I'm going to turn you into a beehive. So... your choice. If you want to do it.
Here's a little taste.
Exactly.
Here's a fireball for you.
Exactly. It throws a fireball. It hits the ground right in front of the scarecrow. He's like, I'm on fire. He's not on fire.
No.
But
he's freaking out.
He is. And the Tin Man puts it out with his little cap. So she leaves. She disappears.
Mm-hmm. Dorothy, she's gone.
No.
She's like, screw this.
No, the witch leaves.
Yeah.
And so they're like, we'll take care of you, Dorothy. Don't worry about it. Yeah. We're not going to let that witch get you.
I ain't afraid of no green witches.
Exactly. But those white witches, they're the worst.
The White Walkers.
Yeah. So, the white witch from Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe.
Yeah.
So they're like, let's head out. Mm-hmm. Follow the Yellow Brick Road and all that stuff. We're going to see the wizard. And then
they're in the forest.
In a forest. And this forest is creepy.
Oh no, what are we going to find here?
Lions.
Animals.
Yeah. And there's all kinds of animals. Yeah. Like what? Like lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Which there wouldn't be lions in a forest.
No.
And then they run into
would there be tigers?
The lion. No, they'd be more jungle type.
Yeah.
You find bears in a forest.
Yes. Yes, you do. So as they're doing their little lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Mm-hmm. What pops out? It's a lion!
Oh my goodness.
They all freak out. He's like, immediately like, put him up, put him up. He's like, I'm the king of this forest. Mm-hmm. How dare you come in here?
Yeah, I'm gonna get
in my territory.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you up.
Give me that dog.
Yeah, because the dog, of course, barks at him. He's like, I'm gonna get that dog, I'm gonna kill that dog. Mm-hmm. And he runs around the tree, and Dorothy smacks him in the face.
Yeah, which apparently made Judy Garland laugh. and which became an issue because she got the giggles. And they couldn't carry on. So, of course, director pulled her aside, or maybe producer, I don't remember who exactly, pulled her aside and was like, hey, stop laughing. Slapped her in the face. And sent her back in there. And she stopped laughing. You can still see a little laughter in there, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, also, it's not just the slap, it's Bert Lahr's reaction
his
to
reaction
it.
to it, yeah.
Because he just immediately starts crying. And
Yeah.
he's like, what'd you do that for? So, yeah, this is the Cowardly Lion.
Yeah.
He was just pretending that he was all big and fierce and stuff.
I'm actually a scaredy cat.
Yeah, he is a scaredy cat. He starts crying. He's wiping his eyes with his tail. He's like, I wasn't actually going to hurt that dog. And she's like, well, how was I supposed to know?
Yeah.
You came after us. So they're like, all right, well, you know what? You can come with us too to see the wizard. Maybe he can give you some courage.
Yeah.
And so they head off again.
Yeah.
The witch sees all of this because she's got her little crystal ball. She's like, curse it. All these people are trying to help that little girl.
Yeah.
And so she's like
gathering an army.
Exactly. So she's like, all right, well, I'll send something their way. Something with poison. Poppy.
Yeah.
Poppies will put them to sleep.
So, yeah, she puts a bunch of poppies, a big poppy field, right
field
between the end of the forest and Emerald City.
Yeah.
So they come out there, they're like, oh, wow, it's the Emerald City. It's right there. Let's run.
Yeah.
They start running out there.
That's mine.
Oh, wow, that's mine. Yeah, so they start running toward the Emerald City, and
she gets sleepy.
Yeah, Dorothy's like, I gotta rest a minute. I can't go on. And they're like, no, come on. She's like, no, I gotta sleep right. I sleep right here.
I sleep here.
I nap right here.
I thought this lasted a lot longer than it did.
It doesn't last.
It's over in seconds.
Yeah. So she falls asleep. I was like,
oh no, who's gonna save them? They must cut away to something else and then do something and then come back. No.
Well, okay, so she falls asleep.
Lion.
Toto is also already asleep in the... It's so cute.
Yeah.
So cute. My gosh. The lion's also like, come to think of it, 40 winks wouldn't be bad. Yeah. And when I was a kid, I was like, 40 weeks? It sounds like a great nap. And even now, today, I'm like, yes, 40 weeks.
I might be rested after that.
It's winks. Yeah. It's not weeks. WINKS.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had never heard of 40 winks to mean a nap.
Me neither. But, well, no, I had. I don't know why I'm saying me neither.
Okay.
I'd heard that for a long time.
I had not. And so I was like, wow, 40 weeks. He's going to be hibernating over here.
Yeah.
That's almost a whole year. But, yeah. So he lays down too. The Tin Man's like, help, help. And Scarecrow's like, that's not going to help. Nobody's going to hear you. Help. Yeah. Start doing it too. It's like,
stop crying. You'll start rusting.
Exactly. And then they're like, what are we going to do? Oh no. But then here comes Glinda.
An overlay of Glinda.
She's like, oh, I'll just bring some snow.
Yeah.
How does snow help?
Here's snow. I don't know. I mean, considering it was pure asbestos, I guess it probably killed all the flowers.
And everybody who worked with it.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. We didn't know.
Okay.
Actually, they did know that asbestos was bad at that time.
Like
and they still used it.
You can't always use that as an excuse.
Yeah.
Especially if you actually did know.
Yeah, they did.
So, Snow breaks the spell, though. They start waking up. They're like, all right, let's get going. But Tin Man, of course, the snow has frozen him.
Oh, I thought it was because he was crying.
I think it was maybe a mix.
Probably a combo.
Yeah, because, I mean, snow melts on him. It's wet.
Snow. I want to paralyze my Tin Man in snow.
Oh, my gosh. So...
Go to sleep.
And dream. Oh, gosh. So... So they have to oil him up and everything.
Okay. This is where the movie gets raunchy.
This is where it gets real crazy. Oh, man. So he's all oiled up and they're ready to go.
Yeah.
To Emerald City!
Hooray!
So yeah, they show up at the Emerald City at the front gates, the front door, whatever, and they ring the bell. And somebody pops his little head out and he's like, who rang that bell?
Yeah, read the sign.
Exactly. They're like, there's what sign? Read the notice. He's like, what notice? oh, well, notice
it's not
isn't
out there.
So he puts it out there, and it's like, bell out of order, please knock. Obviously, it wasn't out of order because he heard the bell.
Yeah, but no, never mind.
But then they knock.
Yeah,
and he opens up again. He's like, well, that's more like it. Mm-hmm. And so they're like, okay, well, we want to come in and see the wizard. And this
is Captain Marvel.
Professor Marvel, yes. So,
which I don't know that I really realized.
Okay.
So,
but it is. So he's like, okay, what do you need? They're like, we want to come in. We want to see the wizard. He's like, nope, not gonna happen. Mm-hmm. They're like, but the Good Witch of the North sent us.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Like she got shoes on.
Yeah, it's like she's wearing the slippers that she gave her. So he's like, well, so she is.
That's a horse of a different color.
Yeah. And I always liked when he said, well, bust my buttons. Yeah. I don't know. It was cute. Well, bust my buttons. Used to say that a lot as a child. So he's like, all right, I'll let you in. Opens the gate. Mm-hmm. They come in. There's another Professor Marvel there. Yeah,
he's riding.
Comes up. He's in a carriage. Mm-hmm. With the horse of a different color.
Do we see the guard with him?
No.
We don't.
He's not there.
How weird. Interesting. Mm-hmm.
Oh. So,
they're driving up to the palace. Mm-hmm. Driving that horse. Horse keeps changing colors.
Yes. And
they dyed it with gelatin.
Okay.
And they had to do it fast because the horse kept eating the gelatin.
Love that horse.
Yeah. But it's a pretty good effect, honestly. It looks good.
It does look really good.
Surprisingly.
So they sing a little song in the merry old land of Oz. Mm-hmm. And they take them to like a little spot where they can get all spiffed up and everything. Mm-hmm. They buff up the Tin Man.
Kind of looks like a saw.
It does, but it's a buffer.
Almost scary,
it's like a buffing thing.
Yeah.
And then they like...
Crazy they had those ready to go.
Right? They fix up the scarecrow.
Yeah, stuff him
with some fresh straw and everything. Yeah. They
trim up the lion's hair.
Yeah, and his nails and everything, and put a little bow in his hair. Yeah. They curl his hair.
So pretty.
And they fix Dorothy's hair also, and everybody's looking real good to go see the wizard.
Yep.
And they go up, and nope, sorry, nobody can come see the wizard.
Yeah.
Nobody, not know how.
Another Professor Marvel.
Yes.
Is that chariot driver there anywhere?
Nope.
Huh. Weird. Interesting. Huh.
And then, well, actually, I think it's before they go up to see the guard.
Yeah.
The witch shows up in the sky.
Oh.
It says, surrender, Dorothy.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, what does that mean? Well, let's ask the wizard.
Yeah.
And they run up to the guard. And
he used to say, or die, but they cut that out because it was scary.
It's too scary. We're gonna threaten to throw Toto into a river, but putting or die is too scary. Yeah. Okay. So they go to see the wizard. Like everybody in the Emerald City runs to where the wizard quarters are or whatever. And the guard's like, nope, can't see him. So everybody else leaves, and they're like, are you sure we can't see him because the wizard the witch Glinda sent us? He's like, nope. Well, he says, I'll go ask. I think.
Yeah, probably.
I'll see.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. And he leaves.
Then they start singing songs.
The Cowardly Lion gets his own song.
He does. About courage.
If I were the king of the forest.
Courage.
What makes the flag on a mast to wave? Courage.
It's not a bad song.
It's fun. And I really like Bert Lahr because he's got that accent. His little... And he does... I don't know. There's something about his voice when he's...
Oh, he does an accent. It's fine. I do my daddy accent.
Oh my gosh. No, but... And he has like... The way he sings as the lion is really funny.
Yeah.
So he sings his little song, and at one point they roll out a carpet for him.
Yeah.
They give him like a crown and a cape and everything.
It just happened to all be there.
Yeah, it's funny. But he finishes the song, and then the guard immediately he doesn't come out. He just kind of talks to him through the door, I think.
Yeah.
He's like, the wizard says go away. And so they're all sad about it, and Dorothy's like, I guess I'll never get to go home again, and she's crying, and the guard is listening from the doorway, and he starts crying, and it's the most ridiculous crying too. Yeah, it's just like a waterfall in his face, basically. Yeah. It's really funny.
It's like that Key and Peele sketch where his wife's checking his internet history or something.
And he's sweating and it's just pouring. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, but finally he's like, I'll get you in to see the wizard. Mm-hmm. And so they're like, yay! So he goes in, he lets them in.
Yeah.
They have to walk down this like really long corridor.
Mm-hmm.
And they finally get in there, and there is Oz the Great and Powerful.
Yeah.
He's just a big floating head.
And is that guard there?
No.
Oh, weird. Interesting.
Where'd he go? Oh, so Oz the Great and Powerful is kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
He's like calling him all kinds of names and stuff.
Yeah.
He's real mean.
Yeah. Then he's like, oh.
He even makes the Cowardly Lion faint.
Yeah. I mean, that's not tough.
That's true. True. I could probably do that just by like go boo.
Dorothy gets mad at him.
Yeah. She's like,
calls him a big meanie.
Yeah, she's like, how dare you? How could you do that? He didn't do anything to you. You made him pass out and all this stuff.
Like, I was obviously going to help y'all.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, but you have to prove yourself. Mm-hmm. You need to bring me back the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
And they're like, but to get that, we'd have to kill her. It's like, bring me back that broomstick.
Yeah, that's your call.
Mm-hmm. So they're like, all right, well, we'll do it. Mm-hmm. And
he's like, hurry up.
Yeah, get out of here or whatever. And the Cowardly Lion runs down the hall and jumps straight out through a window.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
How high up is he? We don't know.
There were two parts of this movie when I was a kid that I always wanted to get like the perfect pause. This one where I wanted to pause it where he is half out the window. Uh-huh. And I think I may have done it like once. I was very bad with the pause button, apparently. The other one is coming up.
Okay.
But yeah, that was... I don't know why I was like so obsessed with it, but I was.
We'll see what the other one is. Then we'll make our conclusions based on it.
Okay.
Okay.
So they go to the haunted forest.
Yes.
They have to walk through the haunted forest to get to the witch's castle.
Yeah.
And there's a big sign there that says, "I'd turn back if I were you." And the lion's like, okay. He starts turning back, and they're like, no, we can't go. And then you go, does the Scarecrow have a gun?
He does.
He does. Yeah. He has a gun.
They all have some weapons. Where they got the weapons, we don't know.
I don't know why they gave the one without a brain a gun, but they did.
Yeah.
The
lion's got like a net and a stake or something, or some kind of stick.
He has a net, and he has like this, like it's like how when you have like weed killer and you put it in a little thing.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's supposed to be like witch repellent or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right.
And then the Tin Man has his axe, of course, but then he also has a huge wrench.
Yeah.
Where did he get this wrench?
Nobody knows.
I don't know. It's weird.
Why didn't they all get guns?
I don't know. And that gun never comes into play again.
No.
It's like you see it in this one scene and then you never see it again. Yeah. I guess they lose it in the forest.
Yeah.
That owl that just like keeps making all these noises probably has it now.
Dollar Tree owls and birds.
So yeah, they're trying to get to the witch's castle. They're talking about how the Tin Man's like, I don't believe in spooks. There's nothing here to be scared of. And then suddenly he gets lifted into the air.
Yeah.
And he's up there for a little bit. And then he falls down. And this was the other thing that I wanted to pause for. Because I wanted to get it perfectly as he is like mid-air, like falling though. That's even harder than the lion jumping out of the window.
Okay.
Because you don't know exactly when he's going to come into frame.
Does he fall down feet first?
I think so.
Okay. So both of them, you're trying to get lower half of the Cowardly Lion, who you're in love with.
I'm not in love with the Cowardly
You're in love
Lion.
with the Tin Man. But you want to see some lion booty. How interesting.
I want to see that boxy lion movie. As we see later, there's one part where it is very boxy.
Definitely a box back there.
I mean, there's a reason for that on that part.
Yeah.
That there's a big box.
Yes.
But yeah, that square booty, I want it. I want to see it. Oh gosh. I never thought of that. That's so funny. I was like 4. Come on. So anyway, after this happens, the lion is even more scared because he's in there. I do believe in spooks.
Yeah.
And the witch is watching it all and she's like, ha, got him.
Yeah.
This is perfect. I'm gonna send my flying monkeys to capture the girl.
Yeah.
And whatever you want to do with the other ones, I don't care. And she says on there, I've sent a little bug ahead. Did you read up about this one?
No.
She says, I sent a little bug ahead to take the fight out of him or whatever. So it was a deleted scene.
Oh, okay.
There was a whole dance number and song that was deleted called the Jitterbug. She sends a jitterbug.
Jitterbug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she sends a jitterbug and it's supposed to make them dance until they fall over, basically.
Oh.
And so they're too tired to fight against the flying monkeys, but they cut all that.
I'm glad they cut that.
Yeah.
Makes the monkeys scarier.
Yeah, but they still have that little line about the bug, and it's like, huh? What?
That's weird. Yeah.
But, yeah, so she sends the flying monkeys. She's like, fly! Yeah. So they fly off. And, yeah, those monkeys are scary.
Yeah.
Those
pretty good effect of them flying back there and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they show up. They immediately grab Dorothy and Toto and fly off. It's like, you put up no effort whatsoever.
Rip apart Scarecrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't really do much with the others except kind of fight against them, I guess. And then they just, once they've got Dorothy, they don't care. So they fly off. So now Dorothy and Toto are with the witch. Mm-hmm. She's like, give me those slippers.
Yeah.
And Dorothy's like, no, can't do that. Glinda told me not to. So she's like, okay, well, I'm taking your dog. We're going to throw him in the river and drown him. So, sucks to be you.
Then I'm going to come back and kill you.
Well, then she goes, no, don't kill my dog. She's like, you can have the slippers. Just give me my dog back. And so she tries to take the slippers, but they like shock her or whatever. And she's like, I should have known. So she's like, the only way I can get them is if you're dead, basically. Yeah. So she's like, you got an hour.
Yeah.
But, because she's like, but these things must be done delicately.
Yeah.
She's like, I've got to figure out a way to, like, kill you without, like, making the magic mess up or whatever.
Yeah. So she sets that sand timer. Mm-hmm. And I don't really know what the timer was for. It's like, I'll be back in this time, but how does... Why are you putting a time on it? Whenever you think of a way, just come back and kill her.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
But she's basically coming back when that hourglass is out.
Yeah. I kind of want that hourglass, so it's
a
cool
hourglass. It is very cool.
I like that red sand.
Yeah, it's really neat. So she's in there. Dorothy's in there by herself. Auntie M is in the crystal ball, basically. Mm-hmm. She's talking to Annie M. She sees her. And then it turns into the witch.
Yeah.
And she breaks the fourth wall, and you were like, ugh.
Yeah, she's looking straight at us.
She does. Toto, though, manages to escape because what did they have him in?
A picnic basket.
So he jumps out of that and he runs out. Mm-hmm. He jumps the drawbridge and is out of there.
It looks like he just barely made it on there. He landed on the rocks in front of the road.
Yeah, he landed on the rocks and had to then jump up.
Yeah.
But he made it. Mm-hmm. He goes and he finds the others.
Yeah.
They finally got all of the Scarecrow back together. Because he's like, half of me they threw over there, and half of me they threw over there. But they've got them all fixed up.
He said his legs got thrown over there. His legs were sitting right there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was obviously confused.
He
having
has
all
no
his
brain.
straw ripped out, yeah.
He doesn't know what legs are. So Toto finds the others. They're like, we gotta go get Dorothy. So they show up at the castle. Mm-hmm. They're looking. There are all the guards there. They have their little formations that they're doing. Their little
Yeah.
The funniest thing to me, this is not Wizard of Oz technically related. I mean, it is the Oyo related. Oh, brother, where art thou? There's that scene with the clan, and they are doing the Oyo thing.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
We're gonna have to watch Oh Brother Where Art Thou at some point, because that's one of those movies that kind of like The Mummy, where it's like any time that it's on TV, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. So yeah, we'll have to watch that at some point. Is it technically a musical? There's a lot of music in it.
That's for the scholars to debate.
Let us know. So they are standing there. They're trying to figure out how they're going to get in there. And then these guards show up behind them. How did those guards know they were there? I don't know. But they jump on.
I mean, they weren't being very...
Toto was barking. And everything.
Toto was barking. They weren't hiding that well. They were talking.
That's true. So these guards show up. They jump on them. And there's the big fight. Pretty much all you can see is like rocks flying. And the lion's tail just like
going
moving
there,
around.
yeah.
And then they pop up. They're wearing the guard uniforms.
Yeah, rocks still flying.
You know.
Somebody missed their cue.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
So they're
Toto flying.
They're dressed up as the guards now.
Oh, they should have just tossed Toto up once or twice.
No. That's
How hilarious, though. Not safely. Don't throw him. But just, like, give him a little toss.
Oh gosh. So they're dressed up as guards now. They follow the other guards into the castle.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go
And
up.
Toto just follows.
Yeah, he's just behind them.
Nobody knows. Nobody notices.
They kind of like stop over, they let the guards continue on and they stop in like a little alcove kind of place. Mm-hmm. And then they go up the stairs directly to where the room is. But Toto did bark at them, telling them, hey, she's up there. So they walk.
Toto's a smart one.
Exactly. They run up the steps. They do like knock on the door and they're like, Dorothy, are you in there? Basically. And she's like, I'm in here.
Yeah.
Help me. So,
axe that door down.
Yeah, exactly.
Real shining moment.
Exactly.
Here's Tin Man.
So, yeah, they get through the door, get her out of there, and because she's like, you gotta hurry because the hourglass is almost out.
Mm-hmm. Whatever that means.
The witch is coming back.
Yeah. And she comes back.
She does.
Hawks that thing at him.
Just throws it in the That's a beautiful hourglass. Why would you do that? Oh. No, honestly, the fact that she dies, I'm not even mad about it now. So she gets the guards to chase them. Mm-hmm. They go like out into, there's like these towers or whatever.
Yeah.
And they get caught between two sides of the army.
Yep.
And
it's looking grim.
Yep, so they're stuck there. Here comes the witch. She's like, well, now I'm gonna have to kill you. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to kill all of you. I'm gonna kill all of your friends, and then I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill your dog, too, in front of you. And then I'm gonna kill you, Dorothy. Yeah. And so she's like, let's start with the scarecrow. How about a little fire? Throws a fireball at him.
Lights her own broom on fire. She doesn't throw a fireball.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
And then she just like...
And she touches him with the fire,
Okay, that's what it is.
You've seen this movie 100 times.
I get it confused with the other time she throws a fireball. I'm sorry. But, yeah, because she's got fire, like, around.
Yeah, there's a lot of torches.
Yeah, so she lights it on a torch and lights him on fire. Mm-hmm. His arm is on fire.
Yeah, he's freaking out.
Yep, and Dorothy's like, let me just grab this water bucket that just happens to be here.
Why is that there?
Why is it there? I don't know.
She should ban water everywhere around the castle.
Yeah.
I guess she doesn't need to drink water. What does she live on?
I don't know.
Blood.
In the books, too, she has to, like, be careful of, like, rain and stuff, too. I mean, in Wicked.
Thank you.
Not in the Oz books.
Yes.
So I don't know if that's actually part of it, but...
I don't know.
But yeah, in the Wicked books, she can't even be in the rain.
Yeah. She can't take a bath. Oh, man. She smells terrible.
Yeah.
Oof.
Gross.
Maybe she just burns herself.
Maybe she does, like, oil, like olive oil kind of thing, and then, like, scrapes off all the...
Why is that grosser to me?
I don't know.
That sounds disgusting.
It is disgusting. Yeah.
Ugh. And then you put in your pasta? Gross.
Nobody said that.
What?
Nobody said that.
I was making the logical next leap.
No, your logic is unsound.
We'll see. I'll make some pasta tonight.
Remind me never to eat your pasta. So yeah, they're trapped. He's on fire, and she has a bucket. Mm-hmm. Throws the bucket of water to put out the flames, and it hits the witch, and she starts melting. Oh, what a world! What a world! Who would have thought that a good little girl like you could destroy my beautiful wickedness? Yeah. And she just like melts to the floor.
Yep. And she dead.
Yep. And then the guards are like, she's
Yay!
dead. Yay! I think that they were putting buckets of water around.
That might have been.
Because they're like, at some point she's gonna do something crazy. Mm-hmm. Somebody's gonna need a bucket of water.
Yep.
To get rid of her. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Possible Wizard of Oz conspiracy theory here.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're like, she's dead. Mm-hmm. She's dead, Jim. And they're like, hail, Dorothy, the Wicked Witch is dead. And Dorothy's like, okay, can I just have a broomstick, please? That's all I want.
Oh, gotta take a trinket from each dead witch, huh?
There you go.
Wow.
Got these shoes, now get the broomstick. She's gonna become like the most powerful witch now.
Yeah. Those are trophies.
There you go. So they're like, yeah, sure, you can take it. No, yeah. Yes, it's yours, and take it with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Were they just gonna give it to her and then say, but you can't leave the castle with it? It's like, it's a real Holy Grail situation where it can't pass the certain columns or whatever. So they take it back to the wizard. Mm-hmm. They're like, we brought the broomstick. Keep your promise. And he's like, let me think about it, come back tomorrow. And
I'll need to reevaluate this.
They're like, no, you told us that you were gonna do this. Mm-hmm. And then Toto's like...
Toto's being a little scared.
I'm about to expose this guy. So yeah, Toto is like...
I'm gonna be a bad boy.
I'm gonna ruin this guy's day. So I'm about to expose somebody here.
Yep.
So...
Curtain gets pulled back.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Oh no.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
And...
It's Captain Marvel.
It's Professor Marvel.
Yeah.
He is the wizard.
Yeah.
He's just a guy. He's just a guy.
Is he?
From Kansas.
Is he though?
Yes.
Because I think he's all those other characters. Why would they make him all those other characters?
Well, I mean, it could be him the whole time, but it doesn't mean that he's an actual wizard.
How is he going in between so quickly? He's magic. He just doesn't want everybody to know.
And maybe he's just really good at costumes. Because a lot of the costumes look exactly the same.
Quick change costumes.
Exactly. He's like, got Velcro, he's ripping stuff off and putting back. Yeah.
No, I think he's magic. But he just doesn't want everybody to know. Because they're not as impressive. He doesn't want those witches coming down on him. So he's like, guys, I just do it with this thing. It's not really magic. But he is.
Okay.
And if he had to, he'd murder everybody.
Oh my god.
All the witches, the bad witches. Not everybody else.
Okay.
Hopefully. I haven't seen the James Franco movie. I don't know how that goes.
I've seen it. I don't remember.
Isn't Mila Kunis
a
witch?
Yeah.
Who is she? The West?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
I thought she was dressed in red. I was like, oh, maybe she's South. Guess not.
I think she's West.
Probably. Or maybe she's East.
Well, her sister is East.
Well, yeah, that would make sense. She's West.
Which is Rachel Weisz.
Rachel Weisz?
It's Evie from The Mummy. Pretty sure.
Who could hate?
Right. They're too hot to hate. Come on.
Adds to my theory they're the good guys. Who's Glinda? Reese Witherspoon.
No, it is...
Wouldn't have been surprised. Brie Larson.
It is Michelle Williams.
I like Michelle Williams.
also very good looking, but whatever.
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, y'all are cool. You've had it inside you all along, but I'll give you stuff if you want.
Exactly. So it's like, okay, here, Scarecrow, it's a diploma for you're now a doctor of thinkology.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a thing. A PhD.
Yeah.
A doctor of thinkology. And then he immediately is like, oh, the hypotenuse of blah, 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 isosceles triangle. I'm like, that's not correct.
It's not correct. Yeah.
That is, no.
And he's really, he really slams college people too.
Yeah, he does.
Like, everybody that gets a degree acts like they're smart, so you can do the same thing. They're actually dumb. Yeah. But, yeah. And I mean, is that true in some cases? Yes. But not in all cases.
Yeah. So then he gives...
Then he charged him $40,000
yeah, exactly.
for that diploma.
And he was like, I can't pay for this.
Like, you will.
I can't even scare crows.
And we'll stop buying your avocado toast, Scarecrow. Maybe you can afford your student loans.
And a house. And kids.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. So then the Cowardly Lion, he's like, yeah, all you need is a medal for bravery. So here you go. It's a triple cross medal. And it's like, okay, cool, thanks.
Good thing you didn't give him the double cross,
It says courage on it. How cool. Yeah. And then the Tin Man, he's like, people who have hearts in the real world are philanthropists. But he can't say the word philanthropist because he can't. He's like, good deed doers.
Philadelphia's. Yeah.
So he's like, but what they have, what you don't have that they have is a testimonial. Mm-hmm. Here's a heart-shaped clock.
Mm-hmm. It ticks.
They're like, wow, that's really cool. And they're all happy about it. And then they're like, wait a minute, you didn't give Dorothy what she needs, what she wants. Yeah. She wants to go home. And he's like, well, okay, here's the thing. I'm technically from Kansas.
Yeah.
And...
well, wouldn't it be Nebraska?
Well, he says Kansas.
Is there an Omaha, Kansas?
He says Kansas, but his balloon says Omaha State Fair. So maybe he's from Kansas, but Kansas and Nebraska are right next to each other. So maybe he took his balloon to the Omaha State Fair.
Such an ignorant statement about how... Oh boy, that sounds like someone who has never been to Kansas and Nebraska. Wait, you just jump over to Nebraska from Kansas, right? They're right next to each other. Yeah, they are.
I mean, come on. It's not not Texas.
It's not.
It would be like Alabama, Mississippi. I could go to Mississippi like real quick.
You sound so ignorant.
Well, you know what? I have a college degree. Not that it means anything, apparently. But I swear he says he's from Kansas.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Anyway, he's a premier balloonist, apparently.
Yeah. Balloon exhibitionist.
Exactly. And he's got his Omaha State Fair balloon. And
what if it is him? The real Professor Marvel.
Could be.
After the tornado, he saw the house go. He was like, I gotta go save her. Let's get in my balloon. Let's do a balloon exhibition.
He's a balloon exhibitionist.
Yes.
He pilots his hot air balloon naked.
Yes.
Oh man. Anyway, well, it'd be kind of weird if that was the case.
Yeah, because everything else is real normal.
Because basically as soon as she arrives, they're like, go see the wizard. And he would have had to have some time to establish himself as a wizard, I would think.
They bowed down to Dorothy immediately.
That is true.
After killing witches.
That is true.
He took on 4 jobs in the city.
And they also immediately, the Munchkins were like, you're going to have a bust in the Hall of Fame because you killed the witch.
Yep. We're going to build a statue.
Exactly. So, yeah. I mean,
they're a fickle group there in Oz.
It's true. I mean, Glinda was the one who said something about the wizard. Was the first one who mentioned it. So maybe she was near and she heard about him being the wizard and then bubbled on over and was like, hey, go see the wizard.
And who's to say we're not dealing with time travel here?
It's true.
As well. Who knows? Space and time.
Or who's to say that this wasn't all a dream? Oh. All the dream of a sad little girl in Kansas.
Wow. I didn't think she was that sad. She got a good life.
She's playing in the pig pen.
That's a farm living. That's fun stuff in the farm. I've climbed on tons of stuff at the farm.
Oh, gosh.
That's what you do.
Anyway, so he's like, the wizard's like, I'm going to take you in my balloon up and away. And we'll go back over the rainbow, I guess, to Kansas. It's like, what happens if they don't end up in Kansas?
I mean, it's again her getting into a vehicle with an unknown man.
With a strange man, exactly. Yeah. Someone who just made her go kill a witch.
Yeah.
Sure, okay.
Obviously a liar.
So, he makes his little speech to everybody at Emerald City. He's going away.
Yeah. I'm putting Scarecrow in charge. Tin Man in charge.
Yep.
And the Lion, I guess.
Well, he says he's leaving the Scarecrow in charge.
Yeah.
And the Scarecrow's going to be helped by the Tin Man and the Cowardly Lion. And then people in Emerald City are like, you've been a Cowardly Lion in charge? Okay.
It's like, no, he's got
courage.
He's got a medal, guys.
Exactly. So. And the whole time, I mean, literally,
says courage on it.
And the whole time that they're talking, the Cowardly Lion is sitting there going, I've got a medal. It's courage. He's just like petting his medal. Yeah. It's like, there we go. But she's in the basket. Yeah. With Toto.
Yeah. Toto, the smartest character, senses danger.
Toto has been the hero of this story so far. And then immediately sees a cat in the crowd and goes crazy.
Yeah, but I think that was
his way of getting Dorothy out of that basket.
Do not go into this basket with this strange guy.
He's like, I already exposed this guy for being a fraud, and you're gonna just get in his hot air balloon?
Doing dumb things, Dorothy.
What's wrong with you? Yes. Oh, there's a cat. I'm just gonna pretend to be a dog real quick. Yeah. And oh no, let me just go after this cat.
That random cat. Like,
right?
It's nowhere.
So yeah, he jumps out, he runs off. She's like, no, Toto, I've gotta get him back.
Ma!
So she gets out of the hot air balloon and...
So Cowardly Lion and Scarecrow go to chase. They're supposed to be holding ropes.
Yes,
their ropes are untied and they go.
Yes.
There's still a rope tied.
Tin Man.
Tin Man's rope.
Unties
it. He starts like going, oh no! Unwraps the rope. Blatantly unwrapping that rope. He's like, I gotta get rid of this dude. Immediately. Dorothy, you're not going anywhere. You stay right here.
This dude is a creep. I gotta get him out of here.
He's a murderer. You're in love with a murderer. He is the creepiest. This is why we love Scarecrow and not Tin Man.
No, maybe the Tin Man was just trying to get the wizard out of the way.
He wants Dorothy there for himself. Yeah, he wants the wizard out of the way. All right.
No, he wants the wizard out of the way because the wizard's creepy.
I mean, I don't know about that. I think he's got his own agenda. Okay. It's just so funny watching
it. Is really funny.
Just blatantly unwrapping this thing.
You couldn't have cut that part out.
And they're like, oh no, he's gone.
Done a different take. Shown a different take.
We can't stop him from flying away.
Oh man. So the wizard's gone. Yeah. He's like, well, I guess I'll see you guys never. Bye. Yeah. Peace out. Deuces. He's out. And then Dorothy's like, how am I going to get home now? That was my only way home. And they're like, it's okay. You can stay here with us.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Everybody loves you here, Dorothy.
Yeah.
Dorothy. And then they're like, oh, wait. What is this in the distance? It is a bubble.
Yeah. It's Bubble Girl.
Yeah. Here comes Glinda. She bubbles in, of course. And she's like, you had the ability to go home the whole time. Yeah. And it's like, why did you tell me that? It's like, because you had to learn a lesson. And she's like, what? I had to learn that if I want to find happiness, just stay home?
Yeah. Don't venture outside your home.
Because if you haven't found happiness at home, then it doesn't exist. I know that's not exactly what they say, but,
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, so it's a real shot at me. Having moved far away multiple times. So that my mom's probably like, yeah. Yeah, you should learn from this, Mark.
Oh goodness. So she's like, well, how do I use the magic to get home? She tells her, she's like, tap your heels 3 times and think to yourself, there's no place like home. Yeah. So she taps her heels together 3 times and then she goes, there's no place like home.
Says it out loud.
Girl, I said in your head, say it to yourself.
That would not play well in a movie though.
No. Think it to yourself. I didn't say it out loud. But yeah. And then behind her, of course, you're like, are the shoes actually working or is it Glinda doing it?
Because Glinda's waving that
wand behind her.
I don't think those shoes had any power because they were just an heirloom.
Exactly. They have no power whatsoever. A
trinket she wanted from her sister.
Because if they had taken her home, wouldn't she still have those shoes on her when she gets back to Kansas?
You would think so.
I don't think she...
Kansas is all sepia tone anyway. We wouldn't know what she has on.
So, yeah. She goes back. She's back in sepia tones again.
Yeah.
And she's in bed. She wakes up. Aunt Em and Uncle Henry are there.
Yeah. They're like, hey, you nearly died.
We thought you was a goner. But,
weird time to take a nap.
So, yeah. She's like, oh, I was in this place and it was really weird. And
yeah. And you weren't there.
Yeah.
But you were there.
You two weren't there, but here come Hunk and Hickory and Zeke, and she's like, you and you and you. And then here comes Professor Marvel just popping his head in the window, and you were there.
Hey, folks. Wanted to check on that little girl. Window. Hope you don't mind.
So she's good. She's fine. And she's like, and I learned my lesson. I'm staying home.
Yeah, stay home.
Forever. And Miss Gulch is going to come get Toto.
Yep.
As soon as she can. And she's going to get him killed. Unless.
Yeah, doesn't change anything.
Unless Miss Gulch
was killed
in that tornado.
Yeah, well, we did see her on her bike in the tornado.
We did. So maybe that was actually
probably
her.
Got sucked up in there, yeah.
And if so, good riddance.
We did it.
So she's like, the last thing, of course, she says is, there's no place like home. And that's it.
Yeah. And I know we're being mean, but the real thing is, you find joy with your family and everything, and that's where your home and your roots are and stuff. And you've got that safe place and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's nice, Mom. I get it.
Oh, goodness.
But yeah, it was fun seeing things. I've never really looked too hard at this movie, and it was fun seeing weird stuff like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it's an enjoyable movie still. And pretty impressive for all the stuff they were able to pull off.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, kudos for that. All right. Well, do we want to get to our snack then?
Guess so.
So, like the bubble that Glinda the Good Witch travels in. That puffy bubble.
Puffy bubble. A big puffy bubble.
Yep. We're trying Reese's Big Cup Reese's Puffs.
Yes.
With Reese's Puffs in it.
We bought this the same time that we bought the one with caramel. So.
Will it be better?
Don't know. Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah.
Hey! What the heck? I got 3 liners on mine.
Triple bagged.
No, there's more than 3. 1, 2. Oh my god.
Dang.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 of them. I have 4 liners on my cup. They were like, we are afraid this one is going to escape. We got to do something special. Didn't need that many, but thanks.
I love Reese's Puff cereal. Mm-hmm. It's like that and Cinnamon Toast Crunch are my favorite cereals, I think. Mm-hmm. So I support this.
Well, I have to say, I really like it.
I kind of love it.
It's so good. It's like that crunch in there. Oh, man.
This is way better than like the potato chip ones that they had. Because those were like, it was too much. And it was kind of like an intrusive flavor, but the Reese's Puff just goes so well with it, and it gives it that crunch. Mm-hmm.
Those are good.
These are good.
I like these a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm
very happy with it.
And I said I guess it was last time, because I think we did the caramel ones last episode.
Maybe.
It's been a couple of weeks because we didn't do one last week.
Yeah.
That the big cup doesn't work as well with that, because it just overpowers it, the caramel. But this, since it goes with the peanut butter cup anyway, because it's the Reese's Puffs.
Yeah.
And it has to be a big cup. Yeah. To fit those in there. Mm-hmm. Really. But this works really well with
it works. It like makes it better than because big cups, I feel
sometimes it's too much.
The ratio's a little off.
Yeah. For
some reason I feel like this balances it out.
It does, because it gives you that little crunch, that you've got those little airy pockets, so it's not quite as much peanut butter. Yeah. But you still got the flavor. Yeah. And you get the flavor of the chocolate extra, because those have the chocolate flavoring also. This is solid. This is good. I like this one.
I can't believe this. I'm very happy.
This one's very good. I know I've only eaten one bite of it, but that is not indicative of how I feel about it. It's just that I want to wait and talk about it before I just throw it all in my mouth and choke on it. Yeah. Because that's probably what's going to happen as soon as we stop talking about it.
Do I give this a 10? Am I going to go 10? Man.
I don't know. It's close. I feel bad giving it a 10, because I feel like there are things I like better than this.
Maybe.
But I don't think I can go lower than a 9.5. Yeah. Because it's really good. I really like the crunch.
I think I'm going 10. I'm sorry. Okay. For the surprise of it. Because I wasn't expecting, right? Yeah. I was like, this is going to be a nice... It'll probably be a nice 8. Yeah. I'll probably be like, oh, that was good. Yeah. That's good.
Because a lot of times you get these and they're disappointing.
They are, yeah.
Because you think, oh, well, I mean, it sounds like it'd be good in theory. Yeah. But is it going to be? Yeah. No, this is good.
That's good.
This is good.
Yeah. We were slipping with that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She was right on this.
Exactly. I'm still going to give it a 9.5.
Okay. All
right. But I don't like Reese's as much as you do, I don't think.
Maybe. Yeah.
But this is really good.
This is good.
I like it a lot.
This is equal to a regular Reese's cup for me. So.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, let us know your takes on this. What other weird things did you notice in Wizard of Oz that we missed? What did we get wrong? Because I'm sure we got something wrong.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we probably did.
But let us know on Twitter at HavingFuncast or on Facebook at HavingFunPod.
Or you can send us an email to havingfunpod@gmail.com.
Go have fun, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.